Nails every bridge burning album review. Let's chat about it. Hey friends, what's going on? John here from What's Spinning here tonight to chat about this latest album, the comeback album, so to speak, of California-based Powerviolence and Grindcore act Nails. For many years back in the 2010s, they were hailed as one of the most dangerous bands in the world, and with their studio debut, Unsilent Death, they proved it. I mean, have you seen the cover on this thing? You think there's any hope here? 10 tracks, 14 minutes, and legendary production by Kurt Ballou, and the band did not stop there. Their next album, Abandon All Hope, I argue it's even better. All around, this is a much heavier release. The production on this thing is so suffocating, and while the production is maybe a little cleaner, somehow making their sound a little bit more clean made their sound heavier. Now, the last time we heard from them was back in 2016 with You Will Never Be One of Us. And honestly, I thought that the band was not slowing down at all. I thought they were great. They sounded just as explosive and raw and dangerous as ever. And then only about a month later, they announced that they were going on a very long hiatus. But they are back here with us in 2024 with a new lineup outside of Todd on vocals. And leading up to this thing, the singles, they did sound pretty nasty. And most of this record is that. This album takes off with imposing will, and instantly the danger is back. I mean, Jesus Christ, this track wastes 0 seconds. This is an absolutely crushing, raw, animalistic track. It truly doesn't hold back between the pounding drums, the thrilling guitars, vocal performances. God, Nails sound great. Punishment Nap up next. Honestly, my favorite deep cut here. The guitar work here, good luck keeping up with it. I love how pulverizing this is. Nails have a way of coming at you from every angle. They have for years, and very clearly they haven't missed that much of a step. It is not for the faint of heart, though, nor is this album's title track. I mean, this track is awesome. The drumming on this record, in general, you're gonna want to hear it. Not only that, but from a production stance, they just sound like they're on another level right now. This is far from their sort of grimy beginnings, but the band just sounds so heavy. And yeah, this track is just a constant onslaught in the best way. You won't be able to catch your breath, but it's going to be thrilling. I've loved Give Me the Painkiller since it dropped as a single. Once again, the guitar work alone, you're going to want to hear this. This track just doesn't sit still. It doesn't even start on the rails, but as this track progresses, it just gets more and more off the rails. It's so explosive. It's so raw. It's so in your face. Everything about this track was made for your weight pumping playlist. And lacking the ability to process empathy, I think it's the best single they dropped leading up to this thing. I love the intense feelings of doom and just zero hope in sight here. I love how chugging the riff is, and the production makes everything about Nails just sound so suffocating. It's the most diabolical sounding track here. There's a great sense of finality to it. However, I will say this album is totally fine in modern grindcore and Powerviolence, but there was a lineup shift for this record, and there are some things on this album that I'm gonna have to warm up to a little bit more. Like, I hear tracks like Made Up Your Mind, and they're just okay. This sounds like a band trying to take off in grindcore and Powerviolence, not one ready to rule it. That goes double for Dehumanize. Like, I am all in for an all-out assault from Nails. It's what they do. But they have a way in the past of doing it and making it sound really crushing and really exciting. This just sounds thrown together. Not only that, but kinda ugly. And No More Rivers to Cross as a finale, it's certainly not bad, but it's a little bit more middle of the road for me. I mean, we are looking at a 3-minute and 14 track from Nails. This is their odyssey. And yeah, it might just be one of the most on the rails tracks here. Practically, there's some groove metal influence here. And atmosphere as well. It's fiery, it's hellish. I love all that. But I just wish it was a little heavier and a little nastier. I don't have a problem with this, but it seems pretty far off from the rest of the record. It could have been a little bit more of an exciting finale for me. It's certainly not bad, though. Most of this record absolutely checks all the boxes, though. Trapped is awesome. I mean, Nails can do more in 36 seconds than most metal bands can do in 3 minutes. It is nasty. It is gnarly. It is exciting. And I can't turn it off as one last truly great cut. I love the guitar work here, just so winding and twisted. And Todd on vocals here, he sounds like a damn demon. But not only that, they just sound like they are in such a great place on this cut. This doesn't sound like a fairly new lineup. This sounds like the original Nails lineup. And that final solo, oh baby, it is good eating. I mean, this for a Nails comeback record is pretty damn good. I mean, I don't think it's as impressive as where they were, but for the most part, they sound like they haven't missed a step. This thing is raw, it is heavy, it is nasty, it is hellish, it is in your face, and it just proves why nails can do what they do. It actually might even grow on me a little bit more, but for right now, I'm feeling a very decent 7 on this album. But let me know what you all think down below. If you like the video, be sure to give us a like, give us a subscribe, and let me know down below what you would like for me to chat about in the future. And until next time, have a great day, friends.